Hyundai have had huge success with the all-new Verna, but out of the literally hundreds of Verna variants out there, we seem to have missed an important one, the 6-speed diesel manual. Here's Kailash Menon looking to rectify that mistake.
Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that this is the recently launched Verna, and if you've been following our show, you've seen the test drive of the same. The only problem was the car we reviewed was an automatic, and since then we got a ton of mail asking for our special take on the 6-speed manual. So, here it is.
First things first, will the fancy fluidic sculpture design turn heads on the streets and make my boss envious of me?
Yes, it will, and the car looks smashing from every angle, and there's no doubt about the fact that with its coupe-like contours, the cuts and the creases, the Verna is certainly a good looker. And even if you put it against the rivals, the Vento, yes, it looks solid, but then again it's sedately styled. The Linea looks retro cool. This one on the other hand looks contemporary, chic and classy.
Pound for pound, is it bigger than the other diesel mid-sizers?
It's the biggest, in fact. Now, under the hood you have a 1.6-litre diesel engine that puts out 126 bhp and 260 Newton meters of torque. Now, 126 bhp, to put things into perspective, that's 36 bhp more than the SX4 diesel, 35 more than the Fiat Linea, and 22 bhp more than the Volkswagen Vento. And if you have to still compare, 8 more than the Honda City 2. So bottom line, this is the most powerful diesel mid-size your money can buy.
But does the extra horsepower and torque translate into blistering performance?
I'll have to say no. In spite of having tons of torque and all that power, when you mash the throttle, the response is pretty linear. I mean, there are times you will not even notice a turbo kick in. It's only past 2000 RPM that the Verna wakes up, and it stays strong till about 5000 RPM. But if you push it any further, the car goes limp.
Is the 6-speed manual gearbox better than the Autobox?
If performance is what you crave along with some marginal bump in fuel efficiency, then it is a manual for sure. The problem with the Autobox was that it was a 4-speed Autobox, which was pretty ancient for a car this size, and plus it wasn't doing any justice to an otherwise potent engine. Thankfully with the manual you have a 6th gear, so it doesn't whine like the Autobox the moment you cross speeds of 120. Also, the taller 6th gear makes for comfortable city cruising, so if I had to put my money down on the Autobox or the manual, I would certainly go for the manual version.
Now the engine is refined and the manual gearbox promises fun on the run, but the Verna slacks in the handling department.
Now cornering capabilities are just about okay, but it's the high-speed handling that's a bit disappointing. I mean, you would sense a bit of body roll if you push her too hard. And the real culprit behind it is the light steering wheel coupled with the suspension that has sprung on the softer side.
Okay, so it's not a great handler, but I forgive her for the list of goodies that she comes with.
Now it completely smokes the competition when it comes to the level of equipment. It's got Bluetooth connectivity, it's got audio streaming, it's got an aux and a USB slot that lets you connect your iPod or iPad or whatever you own. It's got a cool glove box, it's got camera assisted parking system, and when it comes to safety, it's got 6 airbags, ABS and EBD. Now that's what I call a feature loaded car.
So should you buy one?
So let's look at the price to package ratio. For 10,05,153 rupees ex-showroom Delhi, you get a big 1.6-litre reliable diesel engine. You get a car that looks great and drives fairly well. Plus you get a lot of goodies that none of its segment rivals offer. So long and short of it, it's worth every damn penny spent on it.